What is going on, YouTube people? Neo Cards and Comics here. Today to talk about the most overvalued player in the sports card market today. I'll let you guess down below while I do my little preamble here, and then we're going to switch over to market movers. So anyone that's watched the channel for any amount of time is immediately going to know who I'm talking about. And I've been talking about making this video for a while, and I never got around to it. And I feel like now's the best time given Wednesday's news. And there may be some context clues there if you're not aware. But just don't think that I'm Johnny come lately on this train. I've been talking about this for at least a month to 2 months plus now. There's one particular card, but the player in general, that I think is extremely overvalued. And go ahead, like I said, put your guesses in the comments down below. Smash the like button while you're down there. Subscribe if you are not. I think that gives you guys and girls enough time to fire in a guess. Once again, most of you probably know. Let's go ahead and pull it up. One Patrick Mahomes. Man, this NFL offseason is wild. I kind of want to do a breakdown. I want to do a breakdown on it, but things keep happening, and there's still kind of a lot of stuff hanging out there. So I kind of want to wait and just kind of let me see how the rest of the free agency moves kind of pan out. You know, I'm curious, like, does Will Fuller go to the Browns? Where does Jarvis Landry go? Some of these like next tier guys have not signed yet, and I think that could swing things quite a bit. But we had the Tyreek Hill trade yesterday, and I've been saying for a while that the Mahomes stuff in general, but specifically the 2017 Silver Prism, along with pretty much all of his stuff, is drastically overvalued. And this was before the Tyreek Hill trade. Now it really is. His stuff is going to free fall. And it's a combination of, there was so much, and this is the problem, so much stuff gets baked into these prices, and we all kind of know it. And then, especially football, stuff changes fast. Real fast. All of a sudden, Travis Kelce looks really old, Tyreek Hill is gone, and the Chiefs look a little dysfunctional last year. On the flip side of that, the AFC is now suddenly loaded. I mean, they were loaded before. Now they're really loaded. You got Mahomes, we'll include him, Lamar, Josh Allen, Watson, Russell Wilson, Herbert, Burrow. That's 7 right there. So that's 6 other guys outside of Mahomes. Just off the top of my head, I'm probably forgetting a couple of people. So I'm sure you guys will let me know in the comments down below as well. But that right there is just 6 other teams. 6 other really good quarterbacks on, guess what? Really good teams that are going to be vying for the Super Bowl. And only one guy, they were talking about this on Card Talk today. Only one team from the AFC makes the Super Bowl. That's it. It's going to be a bloodbath in the AFC. It is now with Hill gone, it is 100% on the table that Mahomes never wins another Super Bowl. Mahomes may never get back to another Super Bowl. He could win 3. He could win 4. Just as likely as him winning another 2 Super Bowls is him never making it to a Super Bowl again. It really would not be. It's like hard to wrap your mind around it, but it's honestly not. I don't think it would be that surprising. Like, just sit down and think about it. Like, will Patrick Mahomes make another Super Bowl? Yes or no? And maybe by the time you're seeing this, or maybe tomorrow, I'll put a poll question up to just get the general census here on this. But I think it's legitimate that Mahomes just never makes it to another Super Bowl. And he's really good. Don't get me wrong. He is a very, very good quarterback. The problem is his prices are so inflated because everyone has him penciled in to win like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14 Super Bowls. And that made his PSA 10 Silver Prism a 7K card. Well, kind of. Obviously, it was higher than that at one point in time, but lately there has been shenanigans going on with that card. There's still not really an accurate sales comp for one. One actually, so I was going through and looking at the sold listings. These are all zero feedbacks. I turned the filter off. All zero feedback sellers, or buyers rather. This one right here, this $5,000 one, was a My Slab sale. So that would be like a $5,500 eBay comp, essentially. And I looked at the last couple. These are the last couple that sold. And you could see the shilling kicks in around that number. Like, this looks pretty legit up through about mid 5K. And then the 5 feedback and 0 feedback kick in. That's on that one. And then we see the same thing on this one. This looks pretty legit, 5 to mid 5K. And then the nonsense starts. And they come over the top with a 5 and a 0 feedback. I looked at another one, but it was private bidding history. So, and this was prior to the Hill trade. This is probably about a 5K card prior to the Hill trade. And honestly, at 5K, prior to the Hill trade, it was ridiculously overvalued at 5K, in my opinion. Post Hill trade, it's even wilder. I would love to get some real sales data on what these go for now. People are probably going to try to show the hell out of them still. But anyone actually legitimately looking to buy a Mahomes card, you cannot realistically, you have to do so much research on the comps. You cannot just quickly look at 130 point and go, oh, okay, it's a 7K card. I mean, most people are going to know that now. The Hill trade kind of changed the chemistry on all this, but I don't know what price point I would want to get into that card at, to be quite honest with you. It would probably be a lot lower than most people. I mean, I just pulled up his Silver Prism, which there is no base Prism from that year, Pop 900. His Optic Hollow, which is going for about 3.1, FYI. Same thing. Some of those looked a little sketchy. And then his base Optic at 1300. In my opinion, based off these numbers, which we know that this number is not even real, I would say at least these are probably 50% overvalued. I feel like this base Mahomes should be a $600 card at best. I feel like this Optic Hollow should probably be about a $1,500 card, and this should maybe be like a 3 to 3.5K card. Let's take a look at what Josh Allen goes for, because to me now Mahomes is slightly above Josh Allen, because Mahomes does have a ring. But talent-wise and like situation-wise, actually Allen's probably in a better situation. Now, I'm not going to look at Allen's Silver Prism because the price point's going to be ridiculous on that. That card is extremely rare, probably sub-pop 30 on that card. But if you cut these Mahomes prices in half, that would take this down to around $650 and this down to around $1,600. If you look at Josh Allen's, his base optic is around $420. His Optic Hollow is around $1,500. The Optic Hollow pop is $173. The Mahomes Optic Hollow pop is actually $700. So there's way more of those running around. Now, like I said, Mahomes does have a Super Bowl already on his belt. Allen does not, but you get my point. This stuff is just so, I'm curious. Once again, a lot of thoughts in the comments down below on this one. Given the Hill trade, how the AFC landscape has changed over the last 2 weeks, really, since NFL free agency kicked off. What do you think the appropriate numbers are for these cards? The Silver PSA 10, once again, I'm guessing the current comp on that is around 5K-ish. That's pre-Hill trade. This one at 3K, the Optic Hollow, and the base Optic at 1,400. This, to me, is the most scariest one, the base Optic. That's almost 3,500 on the population report, and it's a base card. I mean, once again, I think this stuff is at least due for a 30 to 40% drop. Now, we'll see if the shill bidders let it drop. They may try to keep it inflated. So once again, do your homework out there if you're going for Mahomes stuff. And then there's obviously NTRPAs and all that stuff, autos. That's not a market that I play in very often, so I don't have a good feel for that stuff. But in general, that stuff probably feels way overvalued as well. If you had a big stockpile of Patrick Mahomes right now, I would not be feeling great. In fact, I don't even want to go there, but if I had Mahomes, I would take a long, strong look in the mirror and consider selling. And I think Mahomes right now is the ultimate you could buy it back situation. The narrative on him is going to be bad for the rest of the summer, unless they come out with some big trade, but I just don't know what else is out there for them to radically change the offense around. Juju Smith-Schuster and MVS and Melchior Hardman and, unless they swing for the fences and go after a DK Metcalf or something, which I don't even think that's viable. I don't know how they turn the narrative around on this team. And the AFC leveled way up, and they've leveled backwards. I think you could sell Mahomes now for whatever you could get for it and potentially buy it back in season for, I don't want to say pennies on the dollar, but a lot cheaper. That's just my general theory. Once again, do your own homework, do your own research, do what makes the most sense for you. But if I had Mahomes, I would strongly consider looking to offload at least some of it and get some money back out of it, because I just don't see how he maintains these current prices. So that's all I have for you guys and girls today. Once again, I know I'm very curious for your thoughts and comments down below. Do you agree with me? Is Patrick Mahomes the most overpriced player in the hobby? Not even just football, just straight sports cards. Modern player. And then where do you think, what do you think these 3 cards should be priced at? How much of a drop do you think they should see? So we'll see. I'm going to put this video up Thursday morning. We'll have a good idea probably in about a week or so if we can actually get some legitimate sales to see what this stuff is going for. So smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't. We will catch you guys and girls on the next one. Peace.